to mute this. Okay. Hello and good morning, everyone. We are back with some Genshin Impact today.
Need a surfboard? Carving waves.
We're gonna get our commissions done, and then we will go. Wait, let me. I forgot I needed to claim this.
Let's ride.
Do I have enough for? I doubt it. I have 6 right now. Let's go to the shop. That puts me at 8.
Carving waves.
I'll try one more pull for Columbina and then I don't think I could get started doing everything in the game, and I'm just super casual, so I might, I was thinking of going for Varka as a husbando. Now that I know Flynn's is coming back right after him, I might go for Flynn's weapon. Just save for Flynn's weapon. So, I don't know. This is the one, right? I don't know what I want to do.
Need a surfboard? Let's ride. Off we go.
Not too far now.
Catch an epic wave. Whoosh! Carving waves.
Yes. Free. Yeah. Tell me what you see.
Let me just check the map real quick to see. 132. What equipment? I don't see it. Right. What random event they're
Need a
talking about?
surfboard? Check this out. Best of luck. Everybody stand back. Let's finish up and head back. Anyway, it's so hot.
Ouch.
Barbados, get us.
And yes, I am one.
Tell me what you see. Be free.
Fair. Hope you have a good day at work.
Carving waves. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Let's shred, Sharky. Need a surfboard?
It's like right over there.
Faster. Off we go. Yeah! Off we go. Ho! Carving waves.
Farewell.
Let's light it up.
Go. You're free now.
Let's ride. Yeah, wind, hear me. I'm going in. Carving waves. Check this out. Best of luck.
Okay. Ooh, berries. Okay, let me go to the training guide. Alright, let's try and get some of the stuff that, 2 degrees the challenge difficulty. We're gonna try this, so.
Need a surfboard? Off, let's ride.
Ouch.
Not too far now.
Ouch. What the fuck? How did I get frozen? That's bullshit.
Time to say hello. Something's wrong.
Action at the flame!
Something's
What
wrong.
the fuck?
I swear by my sword. Teamwork is dreamwork. Carving waves. Let's ride. Check this out. Best of luck.
free now.
I'm going in. Off we go.
Oh, you just had to take it, didn't you?
Be free.
Wind, hear me. Carving wave. Catch an epic wave. Blink. Let's ride.
Trying to heal.
You really know how to get me going.
Time to say hello.
Nah. Shit, shit, oh, shit.
Monster. Teamwork is dreamwork. User propel. Carving wave. Check this out. Best of luck.
Farewell.
Over here. Go.
Shoot,
The journey is
Fuck.
over.
I can almost do this though.
Not too far now. Go. You're free now.
I'm going in. Over here. Let's light it up. Now you've got me worked up. Why do they never miss? Teamwork is dreamwork.
There we go. Holy.
Just once more.
Oof. Alright, I need to go to a statue. Alright. If only this one had the 5-star versions.
Need a let's ride.
Free.
Carving wave.
Time to say hello.
Let's ride.
Farewell.
I'm going in. Oh. Catch an epic wave.
I need to take care of this ice dude.
Barbados, guide us. Ho! Huh? Yeah. Check this out. Best of luck. Oh.
Tell me what you see.
Teamwork is dream. Catching at the flame! Woo! Hey! Over here! Let's ride!
Time to say hello.
I swear by my sword! Check this out! That's the rush! Oh, now you've got me. Everybody stand back! Carving waves! Oh!
Shit, shit,
I got this.
Hi, Smeek. Stop. That hurts. What the
Off
fuck?
we go! Let's light it up! Adventure time! Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Ouch.
Be free. Tell me what you see.
Let's light it up! Action at the flame! Woo! Wind, hear me!
There we go. Got her all.
Let's ride! Oh!
What? You stupid bitch. Are you finally dead? Yes, you're finally dead. Where's the other dude?
Everybody stand back! Need a surfboard? Let's shred, Sharky!
Yeah.
Go!
Where'd you go? You stupid.
Not too far now.
Stop disappearing.
Let's ride! Yeah.
There we go. Please. There it is.
Carving waves!
How you doing, Smeek? Okay, I have 94. I think it was this one, right? Character healing. I'm good. Yeah, using L increases. Yeah, so this is what I need for Jean. What's this one? Oh! Oopsie. Well, kind of too late. I accidentally started because I was trying to look at the artifact and then I hit the
Time to say hello. Too slow.
start button. Ah, where's that stupid ice guy? There he is. We gotta get him out first.
Action at the flame! Woo! That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in!
If you want to. I don't have to though. I can do this on my own. It just takes me a bit.
I swear by my sword! Oh! Let's shred, Sharky!
And I can only do one more after this one anyway, so.
You're free now.
Because I'm poor. Here, let me get Jean out so I can get her already. Alright. Now I got the two here. Okay.
Over here! Barbados, guide us. ass. Carving wave. Check this out. Best of luck. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Need a surfboard? Let's ride.
I'm free.
Oh, everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
Time to say hello.
Get the hell away from her.
Off we go. Let's ride. Action at the flame.
Yeah, I know, I appreciate that.
Need a surfboard?
Ouch!
My companions need me.
Stay alive, I almost have your ult.
Over here.
Shit. Come on.
Everyone has their limits. Check this out. Best of luck.
Farewell.
Ow. Teamwork is dreamwork. Carving waves. Over here. Yeah.
Ouch.
Let's ride.
Something's wrong. Not too far now. Go. You're free now.
Oh, chill out. How to get me going. Let's light it up. Adventure time. Everybody stand. Action at the flame.
Yeah, I at least killed him, so it's good. Now we just have to stupid witch.
Farewell.
Carving wave. Over here. Surf's up. Off we go.
Time to say hello.
Okay, nice. Ugh.
Let's ride.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to leave this anyway to go revive Jean. Use. Okay. Well, if you want to join Smeeg, you can. Don't matter to me. I mean, I would appreciate the help, but you obviously don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah, but if I do it that way, I'd also have to use like healing food and stuff, or get Jean's ult in particular for it, because Bennett's ult, while it's good, it doesn't heal as much when I need it to. So it's just better going to the statue to heal up completely. Alright. We're just gonna do level 80. Make it easy on all of us. I don't know, with my Bennett, his healing is just not there. I mean, I know that you can do level 90 just fine, but I don't think we need to go to the hardest one. It has the same I mean, it might have better drop rates, yeah, but... Okay.
Check this out. Best of luck. Oh, what's the Let's fly. That's gonna hurt. I'm going in. Harvey Wave from the sky. Let's shred, Sharky. Faster. Oh, chill out. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's ride. Light up a blazing sun. Action at the wing.
Okay. Thank you.
Need a surfboard?
Wait, I thought I had enough for one more. Oof. Well, I'll use this once. Okay. But yeah, thank you, Smeek. Okay, let me do this. Let me go heal and get the commission stuff. And then we will continue on to Fontaine.
Off we go.
Hi, Gotcha Rail. Yep, doing dailies. And then I'm also gonna be doing the Fontaine quest here in a bit. If you do mains before. No spam ping. Okay. Sounds good, Smeek. Oh yeah, Smeek, I think I've decided I'm gonna do one more temple for Columbina just to see if I randomly get her. And oh, I gotta switch to single player. And then afterwards, I'm actually not, as much as I'd like to get Nuvolette or Varka, I think since I don't have the enough for a temple just yet, but I think what I've decided to do is instead of getting,
Thank you for
well, I know I
today's
wouldn't be able to
commissions.
get Nuvolette, let's just put it that way, with how casual I am and
Add Astra.
stuff. Yeah, she's really good. And then while I do want Varka as a husbando, as well, since I know that Flynn's is coming after Varka, I think what I want to do is just save up for Flynn's weapon. I think that's what I'm gonna do after my last temple for Columbina. Okay. Can I just teleport here? No, I can't. Do I have to go? What's this? Oh, okay. So we gotta teleport here. That's fair. Flynn's is really good. I have him, but I haven't built him out just because I really want to make my current team stronger. Basically, actually, all I really need for this team now before I can start walking, before I start working on Flynn's, is I need Jean's artifacts, so I did a little bit today, so then I'll start working on yeah, but I would like it to make him at his strongest. And plus, that's the only way I'd probably guarantee myself his weapon, especially after getting Yelene's bow last go around, so. Enter the tunnel. Yeah, it is. I have it on Auroron. Just cause, like, I might as well.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah, we met
let's make a
Navia
note of it first.
last time. Well, off screen, I should say, because I did a little bit off screen, but.
The floor
Your beloved.
is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you and here's a broken vase.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Yee, hopefully you get it, Smeeg.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
You're not even a good one anyway, Paimon, so. Nothing of value would be lost if you didn't want to be a thing anymore. Wait, was that? Oh no, it's just examining tracks. Oh, I could sit. Yeah, Paimon is examine boxes. I missed stuff. Examine the tracks. Examine that. Oh, right, the hook. We got that. Search. Wait, we got that. Do we get everything? Clothing.
Why would it be him? Gosh, we all the and taking. This is. This rope was obvious.
Okay, let's go back up to the surface then. Nope, there was still something down there that I was missing. Investigated that. Am I missing? Didn't I investigate everything? Oh, there we go.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Could this...
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this...
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon right. Seems we're
Okay,
just
now I
about done
can read.
investigating down here.
Now I can return
Yes.
this.
Let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shot.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Probably not. I've seen Danny play them though, and Sayu, so
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so,
they're
it
good
could prove
games, just
problematic if we
I
happen to
wouldn't
spread
really
key
play them
information.
myself.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa! There's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon...
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll...
Huh?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
And tighten back, no.
Wait.
Hi,
You're carrying
Kevin.
a portable stove
How
with
you doing?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was... From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon, you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses. Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3...
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats...
Tea is ready to be served as well. No need for concern.
All right, then. Down to business. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before...
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guards said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not... From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell...
They are my specialty, after all.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. On it!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
Paimon, shut up.
Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons! Then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble.
As you wish. Don't
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Why are you just... I get that it's for not...
Well, then.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going... I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to... I'll be back if I find anything new.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together.
Oops. Well,
Oh, it's...
what?
Here,
Oh.
take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Are you done talking now, Paimon? Can I... Time for the trial.
Need a surfboard?
Let's ride!
Coming in with my totally legit law degree as an attorney.
Carving waves! What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible things don't...
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you...
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up
Yay!
empty-handed.
Congratulations, Meek.
That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone...
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from it.
I was right by the box and
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
I mean, I hate to say it, but if you're part of the Fatui, yeah.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true? Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Explain yourselves now.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Trap.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know we based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I mean, this doesn't really give you a choice. You have to defend them regardless. But it's fine. Would have been kind of interesting to see if...
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight Huh?
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Use our evidence.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange... So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey. Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath. Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
When the countdown started, but he immediately used a vent to access the opera. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. And finally, he reached the surface. And that was when the accident happened from his point of view.
That's an interesting.
Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's what... Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he... You're saying that he wasn't.
Which evidence is the evidence crime took place? I don't know, this one?
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. This means that when the crime happened, the same clue you used to disprove his alibi...
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Wow, Smeek.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or... could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? The deceased's name is Cowell. Halsey is the missing person and... The deceased's name is Cowell.
That can't be... the killer was in...
Oh, is that...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowell. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Alright.
No one entered or left the opera.
I don't know.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that. The deceased's name is Cowell. Linny was not in the tunnel at... The sound we heard may have come from... No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance. Halsey's clothing was in the Halsey's clothing was in the No one entered or left the The deceased's name is Cowell. It would have been tough for both people to
Hi, beef mode. How's it going?
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see how it...
Consider a different track. Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how...
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just mix...
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that. The sound we heard may have come from... The deceased's name is Cowell. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water...
Paimon gets it! Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method...
How could a person ever be transformed into what? Must we real magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection?
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of the rope.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the
The rope that strung the water tank. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another. The water from the primordial sea should all. Lynette was in the magic box on stage. I remember there was something else within the inner lip.
Oh, the rope one was.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
It's in the original plan. Cowell would tamper with the water tank. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce when the balloon attached to the box popped. The water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his track.
Huh. That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of it.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt, my dear citizens? My loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close. Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no! Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to I believe this is indeed the... Now then, my good, noble chief...
Excuse me, everyone, but...
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
What in the...
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about mystery, but once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous... Come on, Lenny and Lynette. But, as the magic makers and stars of the...
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then, before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before, but I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective. The flower vase with... Lillian was... The strange sound...
And it's... Having been selected out of the... Her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was mistakenly believing the two broke the flower with no way of escaping. She changed her... that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our note.
At this point, all the events that happened in...
Ah, so that...
Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowl thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowl entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case at least can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny
You're
and
fine,
Lynette
Kevin.
are officially declared not guilty.
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, Kevin. Hope your
Next,
internet's better
I
now.
think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the house?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. I took my sister through several
The
streets
Knave,
until we
that's
found a crowded corner,
Arlecchino, isn't it?
and we began to perform magic. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in.
So you went from orphans to...
That was how we felt at first, too. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic.
Oh no. But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night.
That's what I figured.
But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the Knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the Knave, has their roots in Fontaine. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart
So
from our
Arlecchino
family,
was never really a
our homeland.
quote-unquote villain like the other Fatui Harbingers.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's alright. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right.
Arlecchino isn't completely as bad as, like, some of the other Fatui Harbingers, is what I'm kind of getting here.
If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
Bye, Linny!
I mean, they did say the Harbingers all have their goals and their own goals and stuff.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial,
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm sorry. I might have been too—
Don't say that, Navi.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Nah. Child I still think is bad.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal?
He may be friendly with the Traveler in some respects, but he's still bad. Arlecchino at least has good intentions, I should say.
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your—
You don't have to twist Paimon!
Oh, wonderful! In that case, why don't we return to the—
Alright then, let's have our farewell meal!
Hey. Let's collect these.
Off we go! Let's ride! Need a surfboard?
I just hate Child in general, so even if he's a good person, eh.
Carving waves! Need a surfboard?
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a
Me showing bias? I would never.
Paimon's getting excited up.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course.
Teehee.
Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosulan.
And if it's...
Well,
Yeah. Sure Oh, we called this a farewell meal.
Oh, true.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us...
Right? Yet it was because this was such a...
Ugh. finish speaking.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seek. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. It's all right. Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended.
I see. So, your primary I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super pop.
Well, would you consider some more?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order.
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourself
under her bed. What
then
the?
Wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers.
Navia, what kind of ideas do you have
I
here?
can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. All right, no more joking around. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Why don't we give it a try after this meal?
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Mod boss. Yeah.
Was this your drink?
Mafia boss.
No, it's fine.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fonta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and
Is that so? Huh. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah,
Mob, yeah.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Permission to punt Paimon to the stratosphere. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Navia! What?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. In any case, I would see ya!
Good job, Paimon. You made her spend too much money. Because you're a glutton. Back over to here. Can I just teleport? Yay.
Faster. There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you... That's...
Vache? Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Hey, Traveler? Stop
I'm
walking.
hypnotized.
Come on, wake up!
Hello. She's pretty.
Vache. Are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I sent? Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the I do not know how I came to be like this either. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
I wonder if Vacher is supposed to be Nouvelette.
If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. And is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Be fucking the ocean. Oh my gosh.
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Chlorand.
Chlorand?
What are you doing? Oh, she's come to help. I was like, why is she with them? But no, she's come to help, which is good.
Quick, now's our chance!
She's pretty cool.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually—
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Chlorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion?
I doubt I know much more than you. but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked and what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got...
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a fair... As such, we're still partners.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina...
All right.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon can trip...
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said, that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for...
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got... Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Sus. Ah, yes. Personal shout out for Beef Mode. Let's go. Woo woo. Beef Mode's a great viewer. Woo. Raise the roof for Beef Mode. Woo woo. Hands in the air for Beef Mode. Woo. Raise the roof.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
Shush, Smeeg.
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving it. Yes, thank you. This is very important information. Oh, you mean...
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
I like Navia's guards. I'm just gonna say that right now. Her guards have been kind of the standout, besides Nouvelette. So far of the thing. Let's see, do I have enough? I'm up to 9. Okay, we can do our last pull for Columbina. I already hit pity and got Tainari, so good chance I don't get anything here, but YOLO. Yeah, nothing. Official dupe. Interesting. That's all she wrote for Columbina. Alright, what time is it? 12:34. Okay. Put all this chicken on the ground.
Carving waves.
The bus, I guess here.
It's right up ahead.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let...
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Oh.
Let's ride. Carving waves.
Wait, so it was under the...
So, this is your...
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances...
Well, our funds have been a little tight.
Paimon, this is all your fault, you glutton.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Do, 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 do.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to...
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't... My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get...
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh.
Her? Well, then, isn't that as... Yeah, that's not the sort of thing...
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Do you, Paimon? Was your father falsely accused and then he took the duelist ring and then died in it? Do you? Do you really know how she feels, Paimon?
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Okay.
Were whether it be responsibility for Spina di Rosula or this won't do.
Stop climbing on the door.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back, but never mind that.
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some
Wait, so you didn't...
How could I after...
guess Paimon wasn't...
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vacher person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to and that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on if the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently. We should be able...
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? In that case, let's go talk to him! Aren't you...
no, it's nothing.
Hey! We'll probably go see Neuvillette. And then we'll call it there. Because I want to see him again.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Let's ride!
Oh my gosh, Meek.
Halt! Please state your business here. The chief This place...
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't...
See? They've got...
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes...
No. What I meant to say is...
Oh, yes, I remember.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even...
Of course. Don't worry. We're...
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just in...
Thanks so...
Hey.
Please come in.
Neuvillette!
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only like to get in because...
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So...
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy
I kind of want to see Neuvillette and Zhongli together having a conversation of some kind.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was...
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
That's all? I wanted to talk to him some more.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Rip.
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Damn.
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Poor Navia.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Damn. Rip. She really let him have it.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went
See, now you made Nuvalette cry. That's crazy.
today?
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
That's crazy, Smeeg.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father...
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for
Hey,
sure this time.
I just know how to appreciate good, fictional men.
Go with me now? Or do you want
That's
to head
it.
over... Great.
Okay. That's a good place to stop for now. Let me collect any achievements we have. Okay. Ooh, the Fontaine story is pretty good so far. We can't always get what we need or want. Yes, Sepka, raid out, don't worry. Raid and run. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We got about 2 hours and 20 minutes in of Genshin. Did our dailies. Got a little artifact in farming in. Maybe I'll take a nap after this. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to check. Gosh, there goes my yawn again. Be sure to check me out live on Twitch under the same username. And check out the description down below for links to my social media if you want to stay up to date on my stream schedule and other things that I post. That stuff there. Tomorrow we will be playing our gotcha dailies. We got Twisted Wonderland 4th anniversary stuff to do, I believe. And yeah. So we're also gonna try and get back into Tears of Themis main story, so we'll see about other things. Obviously Bleach and Cookie Run Kingdom stuff as well, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Out here. Let's go to following. We have door code with persona. Yeah, so we can only really rate out door code. I keep forgetting to make a raid message. Oopsie. Oh well, I'll do that one of these. Again for watching, everybody. I hope you'll have a good one and take care. Bye bye.